I'm going to prove to you by asking you a question that you can do anything that you want to do. Ready? What are you willing to suffer for? What causes you so much pleasure that you are willing to endure the suffering that comes with it? Think about it, okay? I have 4 broken ribs on my right side right now, but I love to laugh, okay? It hurts. Physically, it hurts to laugh. And I know that you love to laugh. And I know that there's times where your stomach hurts so bad, you're like, no, stop, it hurts. And the next day, you wake up with a sore stomach, like you just did a bunch of crunches, right? But it's worth it, and you would do it again, and you're telling all your friends, it was so funny, my stomach was hurting, right? Okay, that's one example. How about you love sports, right? Let's say you got a torn rotator cuff in your shoulder, right? And you're a pitcher. How many times would you be like, you know what? I'm going to pitch today anyway. And because why? Because you love it so much. Because you get so much pleasure from the pitching and the game that you're willing to endure that suffering. And just like when you're laughing and your stomach hurts, it's the same thing. You don't even feel the pain. Okay? Here's another thing. You really liked a girl, and you liked her so much. You known her for a while. You liked her so much, and you were so afraid. And it hurt so bad thinking, oh my gosh, what if she says no? What if she rejects me? Right? And it hurts so bad. But guess what hurts more? Not having the girl. So you were willing to endure that. Even if she said no, you were going to try again, right? And you would keep trying until you got that girl, right? Ladies, you had a guy you really, really cared about. You really liked him, and you wanted to look so good for him, right? You had a sprained ankle, but you still wore high heels on the date with him, right? Because you just wanted to look and feel your best, and you wanted him to be so happy and just when he saw you, right? Because it's worth the suffering. You enjoy the activity or the person more than you feel that pain. The pain, something takes precedence over that pain, and it's the pleasure that you get from that activity or the person or the purpose, right? I'm going to give one last example. This can prove to you right now, beyond the shadow of a doubt, you can do anything you want to do, but it has to be something or someone worth suffering for, or ideally it would be both. You have someone you really care about in your life, and that person is either disabled or sick. And you don't like getting up early, but you do it either like once a week or maybe every day. You get up super, super early, like 2-3 hours earlier than you normally would, because you want to help this person. You want to be there for this person. I'll tell you my example. My grandma died 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. And it was before she got sick. But when I was younger, my grandma would, when I was in high school and even middle school and stuff, my grandma would work second shift at General Electric. And it was close by our house. So after work sometimes, she would pick me up super late at night. Like, we're talking like 11:30, midnight. She would pick me up. And that's way later than I normally would stay up. But I would stay up later because I wanted to be with my grandma. And I got up the next day. I got up even earlier than I normally get up. Okay, so I normally would get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, but I would get up even earlier because my grandma would get up, and I wanted to spend time with my grandma. I would do anything for my grandma. And guess what? Staying up late, being groggy the next day, I didn't care about it because I love my grandma so much, and I wanted to be with my grandma because being with my grandma was much more enjoyable than the pain of being tired and being groggy the next day. See, you can do anything you want to do. You have to have a purpose, and oftentimes you would also have to have a person as well that's worth suffering for in order for you to really step up and do it. Which brings me to the reason why I started I'm Worth It Incorporated, my entertainment empire focused on emotionally equipping entertainers for financial abundance, because you're worth it. You have to have a strong purpose. And my purpose is that I've been through so much pain in my life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, socially, and financially. I've been molested as a child. I've been raped by my dad. And, my dad went to prison for that. When I'm getting out of the Army, that's when he's getting out of prison, and it really messed me up. I got on drugs, but I've been clean and sober. In December, it will be 15 years that I've been clean and sober in December. I'm willing to suffer for you, for my family, for anybody out there. You're my family right now if you're watching this. If you want financial freedom, emotional, social, spiritual, physical, you want to be healthy in every way, mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, physically, and financially, then I'm here for you, and I'm here to show you how to do that. And I would do anything. So first, I need to have all those freedoms myself, right? So be the example. I'm leading by example. Okay? Be the change that you wish to see in the world. My name is Liberty, and I'm here for you. And that is my real name. You watch my other episodes, I can show you my ID. If you enjoyed this episode, consider supporting the channel. We have a Patreon, $5 a month with no commitment. You get lots of extra benefits. Like, the only way to get a DM from me is through Patreon. That's the only way. And we have live streams. We donate to charities. We have a lot of great benefits just for our Patreon members. And there's no commitment, $5 a month. The link is below. It's also Patreon, patreon.com/I'm Worth It Inc. And we'd love to know more about you so we can empower you even further, okay? You're worth it, and thank you so much for watching.